how's it going, everybody? Sarasota Tim. Just leaving Sud Stop Car Wash here in Bradenton, Florida. The best car wash in America for sure. And I do a lot of times, I run through here once to twice a day. Today was a two-timer. I was two-timing it, and actually within an hour or so, I was back here again. Why? Well, we've had some rain and the roads are wet, but I did a pull-out like the last couple of times. That's not like me. I come out of the tunnel and I just hit it. No drying off the water that's definitely back there on the back of the trunk. Wiping the rims clean, making them shine. Wiping the door jambs, which I only do about every few washes, because that takes a little more time. Those spokes on the wheels are already annoying enough, but it doesn't look like it's finished. And every few times when I clean the door jambs and wipe them is when I'll vacuum, because I really don't bring too much dirt in. And I'll take those microfiber towels they provide with both window cleaner and interior cleaner sprays, and I do the dash, all the piano black plastics I have in here, all the fingerprint magnets, all shined up, making a showroom, baby. And another thing that I do that a lot of people probably don't do, every time anyway, because it's time consuming, is to clean the windows. And I found that if you just take the microfiber towels without any moisture on them and just wipe them, the heat that we have here in Florida, the petroleum products that come from the leather and the plastics and all your interior of your car is why your windows get that fog on there. And if you neglect to clean them in a long time, they really get nasty. And what a difference, especially somebody with glaucoma, to look through a window that is crystal clear. So I really did a good job just now. Everything. I even vacuumed, wiped the seats. They have the blower, a little needle nose nozzle, air compressor blower. And that way you can get all that stuff. Well, I didn't do this though. I think I have a rag right here. You get all the cracks in the rubber gaskets on your door and in the seats, the cracks. Whatever the vacuum won't get out, this will blow out. You do that first and then you vacuum. But I neglected to get this right here. And to my surprise, and not from throwing keys down here, I see a couple of marks that, unfortunately, yep, they're hairline scratches. This piano black that the touring model has, you got to be careful. But she looks good. The CC Rider, and get this, it has these drive modes: economy, normal, sport, and then some kind of a custom thing you can do. And what that does is it changes how powerful the car is and how soon or not so soon it will shift. And I've been running around in normal for about a month now. I dropped it out of economy because I was getting 42. And it went down 1.5 miles a gallon in normal. Economy really does work where, I'm going to turn here, where it doesn't allow the car to shift so quickly. I mean, it allows it to shift quicker to get into that final drive sooner. And I'm seeing that I'm getting 40.9. Remember me bragging about how I was getting 42 all the time? Well, it's coming up. I just changed today, but the computer hasn't, recalculated. I've got 6,949 miles. My oil life is at 40%. To heck with what they said about going down to 15%. The people where I bought it told me, you just come on in here when you get to 30. We're going to do your free tire rotation and your full synthetic oil change free of charge, paid for by Honda. They also emailed me and offered me a free oil change on them. But I want the tires rotated. At 6,900 miles, not really concerned. The fact that it doesn't run on the internal combustion engine as much as a normal car because it's a hybrid, that's no problem. That's why the oil is still 40%. But I'm going to change it out at 30% and get the tires rotated. I hope I don't regret that, because every time I've rotated the tires on previous cars, you get a little more tire sound, a little wobble sound, because the front tires are kind of worn in. I think what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to do a cross rotation. I'm going to ask the dealer if they'll do that for me. I never thought that was something you did, except for to straighten out a pull or a bad alignment. But you're actually supposed to take the passenger rear and put it on the driver front, not just front to back. There's a time to do that, and that's when I think you have rotational. They got to go in the same direction. But if you take that tire and bring it around to the front, it will now rotate in the opposite direction, which these tires can. But some tires have to only go one direction, so you have to move them front to back. So I'm going to tell them that, and we're going to see if that eliminates any tire noise or wobble or whatever. Otherwise, I'll pay them if I have to put them right back, because she drives like she's on rails right now. And if I have to buy 2 tires instead of 4 by not rotating, that's fine too. I used to do that. Never rotated. Only bought 2 tires at a time, because the back tires would last twice as long. I would put the new tires in the rear and bring the front ones, the rear to the front. Okay, enough about tire rotation and car washes. I'm going to go home and get on the e-bike now, take a little ride, and then we're going to have another chat, I believe, tonight. I think of things all day long that I wanted to tell you guys about. Old movies and shows we used to watch in old times. I know we've talked about it before, but there's so much to it. And just sit and have a conversation. So we'll try to do that tonight. I don't know about sitting outside. It's 82 degrees at 6:30. And we had rain today, but it's nice now. And it's supposed to rain again tomorrow. Guess what? I'll just go to the car wash again and crush it.